Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with a game called EA Sports UFC. It's available for free in the Play Store. It takes up almost 500 megabytes of space on your device, and as the name says, you're playing here UFC battles. So we have the fighters from the middleweight, we also have the fighters from the lightweight, and the fighters from the flyweight, as well as the heavyweight. You start off with this guy, Alexander Gustafsson, and then you have to spend some dough on unlocking new characters. Everything is very pricey in this free title. So you get to play a career mode. There's also a quick fight that I suspect is actually a fight against a real person, because I've seen some strange dodges that I can only associate with a human opponent. We also have live events. If there's a real UFC fight, you can play it, as you can see right here. Okay, and then we got friends, quick fight again, and career. Obviously there's also a store in here. In the store you can get packs, not packs of characters, packs of training cards. So in order to upgrade your character, upgrade his moves and his fighting, you have to use packs. There are also boosts. On paper this should be the freemium mechanic of the game. Well, it's not exactly. The boost, as the name says, it boosts your character to fight more powerful guys. Okay, so pretty complex interface for a fighting game. Let's get to the fighting. Okay, so I'm fighting a guy with better health than me, better stand-up and better ground. So if you know UFC, you know it's not only fighting using your feet and your arms, you can also pin the opponent down. And before you continue, you can upgrade your character. As I said, you can apply cards here. There are various options like power uppercut, Superman punch, and other special moves that will be triggered at some point during the fight if you trigger some combos. Okay, so I selected fight. This is it. Let me tell you the controls now. Be sure to check out the graphics. Incredibly detailed graphics for a mobile game. Very nice animation. Excellent lighting. And I'm playing this on the Allview X2 Soul Pro. Okay, so let's go. You tap the screen once for a light attack. You swipe for a medium attack. And you swipe on a diagonal upwards for a strong attack. Once you get your combos right, some red options will appear on the screen and allow you to perform powerful moves. You swipe back to dodge and go back a bit, and you keep two fingers pressed on the screen to parry. It's a good idea to watch the tempo of the fight, and once you're able to chain a few moves, you can pull off a special move. If the enemy pulls some nice punches on you, you'll feel a bit groggy and you won't be able to counter the moves for a while. Also, be sure to react to this quick time mode, otherwise you get pinned. As you can see, I've just been hit by a few strong jabs. So my character is groggy and he's probably going to get kicked. He's in the corner of a cage and he just got beaten. So it's a good idea to follow the opponent's movements, to swipe back to dodge, to parry when you can, and not throw yourself into the fight. Once the fight is over, you can get 3 stars, just like in Angry Birds, and it all depends on the life you were left with once the fight was over, and a few other aspects like combos and such things. Okay, so let's take an easier fight. After the fight you can get coins depending on your health that was left, your abilities, and with the coins you buy ability packs, new fighters, and whatever you need. Okay, so once again, nice animations, a very violent game, certainly more complex and superior to Injustice or Mortal Kombat. So I'm using light punches now, a medium punch with a few swipes, and the stronger move. Next to the move you'll see a number. The number means the power that's applied through that move. You can also grab the opponent and pin him down and keep hitting him. That was a very scary move, and this guy is almost done. From what I've heard, you can also trigger finishing moves later on in the game. Each character has his own finishing move and his own intro, which is very cool. There are over 70 fighters here, so a lot of content. We got 3 stars, we got some dough, and we also completed part of the challenges. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game. You collect cards, you play in the career mode, you got live events like this one here. You can play a quick fight, so let's try that. So quick fight. Okay, so it connected me to this guy. Once again, I'm not sure it's multiplayer, I'm not sure if it's a real fighter, but I've seen such fights with random dodges, and that's usually associated with a human opponent. So I just used a few boosts to give me a better chance, and I seem to have better rating than him, so let's go. You can see there is a variety of character physique here. Some are blonde, some are brunette, some are leaner, and some are more buffed up. Different shorts, different styles. This one is much more aggressive than what I've seen, leading me to believe there's a human opponent behind him, since this is probably the first fighter that is actually aggressive in this game, in spite of being much less powerful than me. Okay, so let's try and pin him down. I missed. I have to get that meter right. Sometimes I have the feeling that some hits go below the belt. One of the strategies is to constantly go back. By the way, your HP will replenish over time, so keep that in mind when running from the opponent. From what I see, there is a time at the top of the screen, so I guess when the time runs out, the one with the most HP wins. That hit caught me off guard, and I tried to use the rope, so to say. I'm getting kicked really bad here, and that's a grab. Let's try and run a bit from the fight and recover. Apparently we cannot, and the HP is not replenishing anymore, so let's try a surprise hit. This may be just the first fight that ends with both players not having knocked out each other. Okay, so it's going pretty bad for me. That would have been impressive. It's a good idea that after a dodge you actually come back and hit him, but I was just knocked out, lights out, and it's over. That's a surprise. I was certainly more powerful than him according to the stats, but he beat me, once again leading me to believe that quick fights are against human opponents. Okay, so the game is called EA Sports UFC. It's hugely fun. It's not exactly a freemium in that it doesn't have an energy system. You can play however you want, but the prices are huge here. You can occasionally collect the salary for the player as you progress, a very small salary. You can see your fighter collection, you can train your fighter, you can buy new fighters, but everything is expensive here. You can spend $100 for 12,000 coins if you feel you're generous, and 12,000 coins will get you, as far as I know, 3 fighters or 4, so best of luck with spending money on this game. Still, it's a solid game, it's fun, it's much better than Injustice and Mortal Kombat, it's more varied, has more combos and characters, so I'm giving it a 9.3 out of 10 from Androidpipe.com. Bye bye.